So I'm going to do like I do and hang out in the dark. I was talking to you guys, about Morgellons and the transhumanism agenda, and how I could choose to look at this on both ends of the spectrum. I would prefer to look at it as somehow evolving into something else, and I shared that link with you guys. I'm going to share this now with you guys, and I'm going to put that link down below as well. It says, Morgellons is not a disease. And this is from Morgellons Research Group. And it's by Candy Griffin, MRG President. Morgellons is not a disease. It is a process. It is a form of forced/directed evolution of the human genome. It is the fetal stage of transhumanism, and it is upon us. This stealth project is being carried out with the use of the daily chemtrail operations, which are happening globally. There is no escape. The chemtrail operations are terraforming the earth and everything on it, including you. Many have died. While the CDC and Kaiser Permanente drag their heels with its so-called study, humans are perishing, suffering unbelievable symptoms, and are left with nowhere to turn. Countless patients have been improperly diagnosed with delusions of parasitosis. Just before the explosion of Morgellons here in the United States, the CDC sent letters out to physicians across the country stating that they were seeing an increase of patients with DOP, otherwise known as delusions of parasitosis. Coincidence? I think not. They were covering their tracks, so to speak. Last I knew, delusions do not cause oozing skin lesions, flying insects, worms, fungus, molds, plants, colored fibers, and fiber bundles, polka-dotted, multicolored plaques or crystals of the symptoms associated with this mutation process, based on one's genetic predisposition. Morgellons sufferers are far from delusional. They are outsourced bioresearch test subject for the global governments, and so are you. Independent researchers are learning a vast amount of knowledge about this entity and are putting the pieces together. It appears to have protein involvement as well as many different organic species and possibly nanotechnology biosensor involvement. Well, we won't say possibly there. We know it has nanotechnology and biosensor involvement. It is slow, invasive, and progressive. That it is. Hundreds of samples have been obtained from people who show no outward symptoms of the mutation. The same specimens have been found with people who are noticeably infected, as well as environmental sampling. Imagine finding a black speck sprouting a blue fiber from a strange layer of skin that has formed over one of your open skin lesions. Then imagine finding the same black speck and the same blue fiber on a grain of rice. I did. It was impossible to distinguish which came from my skin and which was from the rice. Transhumanism through terraforming. And of course, that's just one of, many research articles you're going to find. I will include that link down below for you to reference. I just want to share, other people's thoughts as well on the subject while we're at it, because I do highly believe it's part of the transhumanism agenda. My question would be, is it like the perspective I shared with you about the wake-up call from the Pleiadians and turning us into superhuman, or is it a man-made transhumanism thing? I'd love to get your feedback, as always. Either way, I hardly think it's right to have to suffer so inhumanely. It is indeed suffering at its best, but I'm just trying to take it in stride, and I'm not trying to in any way, shape, or form diminish the suffering, because, you know, I suffer from it too. But anyway, be sure to check out the link I provide down below. Much love as always, Snugglebutt.